Hey, it's Clayton down here at CrossFit 43 North in downtown Nampa, and today I'm talking about answering the question of does programming matter? And some of you may not know what the mean programming means when it comes to fitness. So programming is the collection of the workouts that you do, and if there is a plan for those workouts over time, that is the program, and the art of putting those workouts together in a method that elicits the results that you want would be the programming. So the question is, does programming matter? And as with most questions when it comes to fitness, the answer is it depends. And let me explain why. So depending on what your goals are, the program and the programming that you need to reach your goals is going to be different. So if you have a very specific goal to compete in a specific event or in a specific sport, then the programming that you follow is going to matter to some degree. If you are trying to set a world record for lifting the most weight in a back squat, then your programming needs to be developed for the sole purpose of making that one thing happen. So in that sense, yes, programming does matter for specific populations trying to reach a specific goal. But for us, in CrossFit, or as a CrossFit gym, we program for general physical preparedness. That means just making you as physically fit as possible for the rest of your life, with that being in mind. So we're not just writing programming to make you fit for today, but knowing how is this going to impact your body over the next decade, and how are you going to feel? How is that going to make you better? Okay? So in that vein, there are some basic frameworks that we want to stay within in the way of programming, but the specifics don't matter a whole lot. I mean, we need to have you lift heavy every once in a while. You need to go long, but most of the time we just spend compound movements working at high intensity, whatever high intensity for you is, constantly vary those compound movements, and you'll be good. So when I've seen this around that there are gyms in that I've seen on the internet that or people even that sell their programming that is just basic general physical preparedness programming. It doesn't mean that and I would say that not one of those is necessarily going to be any better than the other if it is good general physical preparedness programming. But it might be organized a little bit differently, or they might use the movements a little bit differently. So maybe it has a different flavor to it. So that is going to be maybe something that if you're interested in doing a different programming, maybe that you might want to look at is trying something that is going to be more suited to the style of the structure of the workout might be more beneficial or more something that you would enjoy more. But that doesn't make it any better. And there isn't, when you come to just building general physical preparedness, there isn't a secret sauce. It is just high intensity functional movements. They're constantly varied, and just continuing to do that over years and years and years. And that's all there is to it. So if you have very specific goals, yes, the programming matters. If you're just trying to be generally physically healthy, a good GPP program that has heavy lifting and longer endurance efforts and mostly high, short and intense functional movements that are constantly varied, that's going to be where you want to be. And there are a lot of different places that offer that programming and a lot of different gyms that do that. And but as long as they're meeting that basic framework, then no, the programming doesn't matter.